Yeah, come on, name them. Name 3 jobs.
Fireman, policeman, ambulance driver.
You know
You said
what?
name 3 jobs.
Fair dues.
Is an ambulance driver a job? Is it that easy?
That doesn't make any sense.
What do you mean? All you have to do is to learn how to drive. That's so easy.
What do you mean all you have to do is learn how to drive?
That's
Do it
so
really
easy.
You have to press the Nina button.
Yeah, so I can drive faster and get donuts, like.
That's what the policemen do.
I mean, all
Ah.
the same.
Well,
All the
I
same.
presume an ambulance driver is just a paramedic who can also drive.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Which
But,
is,
like,
you know, a double entendre. if
I
you
wouldn't
will.
say that an ambulance driver is a job.
You definitely get employed differently to drive it.
No, you
Not every
don't. It's probably
paramedic
the
wants
same
to drive
guy.
it.
It's just a crack team of medics.
No,
One
I'd
who can
definitely
drive.
say ambulance drivers is a specific.
I think ambulance driver is
job
without a
title.
doubt a real job.
All right, I'm gonna go apply for. I'm gonna apply for
You can't
ambulance driver.
drive.
Yeah, well, I'll learn.
They'll put me through my driving test.
Yeah, they'll send me to driving college. It'll be like the army or something.
Dude, you'll be so good in the interview for a driving job that they will make you learn to drive.
Yeah, they'll also give me money to, they pay the 600 quid it costs to learn how to drive. Then I'll pay my insurance. It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait to work in the civil service and drive nearly dead people around in a van.
Or dead people. Could be dead.
Or dead people. They could die. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. That's grim.
I mean, it's their
That's
fault.
epic.
They died.
Yeah, like
I guess.
just don't.
And the chicks love that,
What, dead
dying?
people?
No, guys who are, the chicks love when guys kind-hearted and drives an ambulance. It's like the top 2 things, as well as liking Karl Marx.
What? Wait, the top 2 things are being kind and driving an ambulance.
And
Yeah,
liking
well,
Karl
I mean,
Marx.
and the third place is it's a close one, but it's liking Karl Marx as well.
Can I just give
Yeah,
some
that's true. They
confirmation?
do like it when you like Karl Marx, to be fair.
We're talking about ambulance driving being a job, like debating it here, but I've just remembered in the deep recesses of my mind that my sister was shagging an ambulance driver, and his rule was just to drive ambulance.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
So
Yeah, get fucked,
But-
bro.
So you're
it-
telling me I could just learn how to drive an ambulance and listen to Mario Kart, the Mario Kart OST, and drive,
Oh my
drive
God.
an ambulance?
Imagine you get like a call, like something like an old lady's having a heart attack, and your driver puts on the fucking
We'll put on
like,
Moonview Highway.
Dolphin Shoals or whatever, you know.
Moonview Highway when you're driving down, a late night to save old grannies, and then maybe they'll say, "Turn up the beats, honey."
Yeah, dude, I'm turned.
when
That'd
you
be
press
awesome.
when you press like the button for the blue lights, it just goes "Du-du-du-du-du-du," and does like the menu startup noise.
Yeah. You get the Mario Kart Wii menu theme.
That'd be fucking sick, dude.
Yeah, ambulance
That
driver.
and you like when you're outside the hospital and there's all those there's people always standing outside the hospital smoking cigarettes, and then you see you show up in a what you call it, in an ambulance, and then you're the driver. They're weak at the knees when they see that. That's all I'm saying. I save lives by driving cars.
Oh yeah, I'm a getaway driver. I get these people away from death.
Getaway driver. That's class.
Is that a job, Jack? Can you find that in a job description somewhere?
Well, I don't know if it's legal.
It's still a job though, is it? What
But,
defines
like,
a
yeah, I
job?
mean,
Does
is being a bank robber a job?
Like, can you get that on Indeed?
I don't think you
I
can
don't think
find
you get that
getaway
one on
driver
Indeed.
in Indeed.
Like, you know how on The Sims, like, you can get the newspaper and apply for the criminal job? Is it like,
Yeah, actually.
That's awesome.
Okay,
So
we're
wait,
looking
if-
for registered pedophiles. Is there any registered pedophiles for the pedophile job?
It's the sex offender section. That's awesome.
Oh, I love the sex offender section of the newspaper.
Can we go? Okay,
You
I
tick
wanna-
that
I
section
wanna
and
hit
then
a-
you go for a job interview and it's just in Cuba with Jeffrey Epstein.
I want to hit a point here. Do you think we can go an episode of this podcast where I talk about pedophiles?
No.
Starting when?
No, I'm just asking.
No, I don't think so. It's too integral to
What, the core of your character?
No, common, like, not common. Current affairs.
You're the reason we talk about pedophiles so much.
I didn't bring it up. Tom did.
Only because you're a pedophile.
Only you can't. This is on my permanent record now, and I have to deny it.
What about cum? While we're on the topic of repetitive subjects, you all ever retrograde ejaculate?
No, I haven't. Would you like to tell us a
No.
story about retrograde ejaculation?
No.
Every single time I hear the word retrograde ejaculation, I don't focus on the second word. I focus on the first one and how it might be like a fucking map in Sonic Racing or some shit like that.
Jack 2,
What,
retrograde
retrograde?
ejaculation.
Yeah, it's a retrograde, you know.
Mercury's the one that's always in retrograde, right? That's what all the dudes who look
So
at
if you've
star signs
retrograde
say.
ejaculation, you're coming Mercury.
Oh, no
Sick.
wonder it burned. I mean, burns
Wait,
for
what?
someone who...
Poison type comes. We've been through this one.
Poison type cum. Fuck's sake.
Mercury is poisonous as well, right?
Oh, it's poisonous as fuck.
Yeah.
Did anybody have mercury for the PSP?
I was more
No.
so thinking of why do we put mercury thermometers in our mouth then? What if that breaks? We're dead, right?
Who puts a mercury thermometer in their mouth?
Yeah,
Is that not what you're supposed to do? Like mercury thermometers, like test your.
What,
Like-
do you go outside and get the thermometer off the wall and just start sucking it when you feel unwell?
Yeah.
Deep throat.
I mean, I'll be honest. We've never had a thermometer in our house, but I always just assumed that the ones we used in science class were the ones that, because that's what they look like in like cartoons and TV shows and shit.
No, most thermometers these days aren't mercury anymore. I don't actually know
Lame.
what the replacement is. I did know at a point, but I'm fucking... Dude, I'm
Some bullshit.
on a downward cycle, brain-wise. I don't remember anything anymore. Might have Alzheimer's.
I've gone senile.
But then, wasn't it the cure for Alzheimer's that, like, kicked off the whole ape shit and Dawn of the Planet of the Apes?
Back to
Yeah.
Planet of the Apes.
Funnily enough, the cure for Alzheimer's is sucking on a thermometer.
No
That'd
way.
be sick.
That's bullshit.
That's what they were doing in Planet of the Apes. They were force feeding mercury thermometers to the apes, and that's why Caesar turned around and said, "No!"
Wait. So are you telling me that the reason why the apes are dumb in real life is because they have Alzheimer's all the time and they don't remember anything?
I think
Is
that's
that the lore?
semi what was implied in the movie, but I don't know. It's been a long time since I
so
saw that
fucking
movie.
stupid. Holy shit. Joe, actually, you guys ever see Dragon Wars?
No.
Oh, Dragon Wars is awesome. It's this really, really, really shit movie from like 2008. I want to say might be later. And it's just one of those really, really bad films. What you call it? It was just on TV, and I watched it for like 5 minutes before I was like, "Wow, this movie's amazing! Like, it's actually so funny." There's a part in it where like for whatever reason it's like the main character is like a dude, and like he like breaks a vase or something like that, and it unleashes like some dragon energy or something like that.
Shit, that's badass.
Dragon
And
comes.
then there's some girl in it, and she's like the dragon queen, but you don't figure that out until the end of the movie.
Spoilers.
Well,
It's a spoiler, but like I remember it being so stupid that I don't really remember much else about that part. But there's a part where they're like running away, and like a fucking helicopter shows up, or like a car shows up, and the door opens, and they start talking to each other. But there's like some guy in the driver's seat, and he just starts screaming, "Get in!" at them. But like he doesn't have a microphone like attached to him, or like it's really hard to hear him. So he's just muffled screaming, "Get in!" 2 times when they're like doing their actual dialogue. And I find it so jarring that there's just some guy screaming at 3 actors talking outside the car about how they need to get somewhere quickly while he's just screaming at them. That
Wow.
movie's pretty good.
Dragon Wars, baby.
Yeah, I have it on Blu-ray.
Oh.
Yeah, because I tend to buy things that are shit. Like, remember that time we went to the north of Ireland? No, You weren't there. That was I don't think you were there anyway. It was when we went with the history thing.
Yeah, that was me.
And there was probably the best named convenience store like I've ever seen in my life, called Poundland. And we went in.
hang on. Are you talking about Poundland like it's like it's a rare thing?
Well, we don't
know
have
what that
Poundland here. We've
you
got
don't
Euro
have
Savers.
Poundland?
Well, we don't
Why we don't
have pounds, Tom.
Oh fuck! Yeah, of course you don't have Poundland.
Yeah, so when we were in the north, which is part of England, they have Poundland.
You're
And I
right.
walked in and bought like 7 DVDs for £1 each. Made sure to get multiple seasons of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles live action one where they all wear terrifying outfits. I made sure to get a few of them.
Jamie, I have some
yeah?
great news for you.
Well,
There's
Poundlands are all over.
Pound World, and Pound Stretcher.
World.
Poundland, Pound
Dude.
World, Pound Stretcher, all pound shops.
Have you got Pound Galaxy? Do you go that far?
No, not quite.
No, shit, man.
We used to have in like down near me. There used to be the €2 store, and everything in the shop was €2.
Yeah, that's Pound.
Which was just such a novelty concept to me as a child. But
Yeah,
it's just gone now.
We had one of them too, but it always used to piss me off. Because not everything was €2 in there, which sucked.
Was it not?
So some things were cheaper. It was just called like the Euro shop or like the €2
No,
shop.
we actually had a specific €2 store.
That was the niche, was it? Everything was
the
actually
niche was
€2.
everything was €2. Yeah.
I remember back in the day, Poundland sometimes would run a 50% sale. So everything was
Whoa.
50p.
Poundland.
So it was like 50 pence land. It was class. Honestly, man.
50 pence land sounds considerably more tacky than
Poundland.
Well, that's because Poundland has different connotations, I suppose. That's what makes it such a good name. Like, they have to have known. It's like what we were talking about yesterday with furry porn. I don't think that all furry porn was drawn to be jacked off to. Like, it has to be comical half the
I
time.
don't know who sits there and thinks, I want to do something funny. Alright, I'm going to draw...
I'm gonna draw some animals having
Leafeon
sex.
railing Glaceon with a really big,
Well, see, that
veiny
would, like,
dog
I'm more
cock.
thinking of, like, Sonic. Like, Sonic stuff, I just, like, that's just the funniest shit.
Yeah, but people look at that and go, fuck!
Yeah, I understand that, but, like, I don't know. I don't get it. Like, some of it has to be a joke.
No,
Like-
see, I'm on that just because purely out of disbelief. I'm on that page with you now,
Well,
Jamie. But
Like, here's the thing. I can believe when they're, like, human bodies with, like a thing, like a dog head. Because then it's, like, they're just weird.
then
They, like...
it's hot, like.
Because it's like they have a human body and like a tail or whatever. But then it's like for fucking Sonic the Hedgehog, he's got his little weird man-child body and Sonic the Hedgehog's head, and people find that hot. I still like that's nuts to me.
Clearly you've never jacked off over Sonic railing Amy Rose.
No, I can't say I have, Tom. Can't say I
Ah,
have.
it'll open up a new
But no, like
horizon.
I totally get where you're coming from because it's so unbelievable.
Yeah.
That you're like, there's no way anyone could actually think this is like sexual.
Well, some
You
people
know?
like that, like, the alien thing where it's like they want to breed aliens inside them.
Yeah, there's that All Gas No Breaks video where there's like a whole convention for people who like fucking aliens or whatever.
Well, I mean, that's a
that
whole
was a furry
convention,
convention, wasn't
yeah.
it?
But there's like a subsection within there. Yeah,
I mean,
I would love to go to I'm pretty sure the one was called Midwest Fur Fest.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to
Have
go
we
to
got
one of
have
them
we got
because
furry
all of the
conventions
people
here?
there
Must,
seem
right?
so funny. Like they're just like either they have no like irony in their bones or they're just weirdly nice people. Like I'm sure you would just have a good time.
No, I
if
think
you
I think
went.
that is it, Jamie. Like Americans just like when you get to a certain stage, they are like weirdly, yeah, they're almost like too nice that like it seems unbelievable. And as you said, like it's literally no irony. It's just this is what we like. What's wrong with that?
I respect
It's
it. Like I would love to go to a fur fest.
No, like I wish I worked like that. I wish I just didn't give a shit. And
But like you meet all the from all of like the furry convention shit I've seen, like people take the piss out of online, like be it Internet Historian or All Gas No Breaks, or I'm sure there's other stuff I've seen that like
I don't think
they
All Gas No Breaks was making fun of them though.
Pardon?
I don't think all
No,
gas
he's
and brakes
not.
make
But
it
like
funny.
he's just portraying them in a particular way. You know, he's
Yeah.
letting them do all the talking for themselves. But it's still funny. Like he's meeting absolute characters, and like some of the shit they do is insane.
Yeah.
They just seem like a good time. You know, because like I remember seeing the like.
Have we got? See, I don't think going to a furry convention here would be funny.
No.
because-
I would never go to one here.
Because I think Irish people are just whatever it is about like Irish people of that demographic, like they're just unbearable.
I got invited to.
Maybe it's too close to home.
I mean, maybe like I don't know if that's true. One of my mates is from college, art college, which you would expect, I guess. He was a bit of a furry guy, and what I respected about him was he made so much money. Like now he was an amazing artist, but he made so much money just drawing furry characters. But he said he would never draw like the porn stuff. And like people were offering upward of €1,000, but he didn't want to tarnish his reputation. Which I was like, you know what? I respect that, but that's $1,000, for
Yeah, no, dude, $1,000 is $1,000
for Tony the
sorry.
Tiger to absolutely bone the polar bear from Summit on the ice climber stage in Smash Bros. Like,
But if you said he was a furry, was he?
yeah, he is. Yeah, he doesn't have like a fursuit or anything like that. I think he just likes.
But
the
like,
aesthetic.
is it a fetish thing for him, or does he?
No,
just,
I
like,
think he
like
just
it?
likes the aesthetic.
Well, you know what? I actually think that's completely fine.
Like he likes drawing Lola Bunny and like
Yeah,
stuff like that.
dude,
I'm sure.
I'm cool with that shit. That shit's fine. It's
He's a
just
good
when
guy.
it's when it's like you're sexualizing animals that I'm like, okay, that's just not allowed.
You never looked at a
Yeah.
badger and thought, "Fuck, that
I can
guy's
draw tits on that.
that guy is slanging."
I mean Lola Bunny's packing heat though.
Wait, what?
In the movie, I mean, like
Who's Lola?
she's like really good at basketball is what I mean.
You don't know who Lola Bunny is?
Who's Lola Bunny?
From fucking.
Wait, no, are you
Roger
are you
Rabbit.
wait? Are you doing a bit right now, Tom? Are you actually
Who the
asking?
fuck's Lola Bunny?
She's just girl Bugs Bunny.
Oh, okay.
From
I know who that is.
Space
the
Jam.
Search was it something about Roger Rabbit?
No,
What? Space Jam,
Space
Jack.
Jam. If all
Which
you
one
had,
am I thinking of?
You're thinking
you're
of
thinking
Jessica Rabbit
Oh,
from
now,
Who
now,
Framed
no,
Roger Rabbit.
now
Jessica
Jessica Rabbit is a whole different ball game.
She's just a human, but a cartoon character. It's like
Yeah,
cool.
sorry,
Oh man!
I am thinking of Jessica Rabbit right now.
Speaking of Jessica Rabbit and like that, like Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Have you guys ever heard of the movie Cool World?
Yes, but I don't remember why.
Okay, it's probably because I told you about it. So I remember I was at one of my friends'
No,
house.
I watched I think I watched like an I Hate Everything video on it in like 2016.
Oh, that movie's awesome. I love Cool World.
Is that?
So-
yeah,
wait,
no, you
can I-
describe it because I'm trying.
I'm
to
gonna do.
remember.
I'm. Hey, do you want to talk about Cool World, or am I gonna talk about it? The guy
No,
who's
that's what I
actually
just
seen
said.
the
I
movie.
said you talk about it because I'm trying to remember.
So Cool World is exactly like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, but it's like a piece of shit movie with Brad Pitt in it.
Oh, good.
Where Brad Pitt does this like really shitty accent that I don't think it's an actual accent. I think he's just trying to sound like Batman before Batman was like made. Because this is like a 1997 movie or something like that. And I saw the name of it, and I'd had a few brews with the lads, and we were like, "Oh, this is gonna be funny. Let's watch this." Because it was called Cool World. Like that's an enticing title. And then
It is, to be fair.
we watched it, and shortly we were regretting it, but we watched the whole thing because I was in awe. I couldn't believe what I was watching. So they had like these cuts throughout the story that made no sense to just show presumably stock footage that they had animated themselves. It just didn't make sense. And the way the film works is it's almost like they were on a stage and stuff like that. It was really, really poorly done. But where all of the money went was to the main. I would call her the main character. She was like a Jessica Rabbit type character. Total blonde babe, right? And what makes it so funny and honestly an interesting
Was the
film
movie
is
animated?
it's like Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Have you never seen that movie?
Okay.
But yeah, it's half human, half like animated. All of the budget went on. I don't even know what her name is. I'll just call her Jessica Cool or something. I don't fucking know what she's called.
Jessica Cool.
Yeah, I mean it's called Cool World, and there's Jessica Rabbit. So it's like same shit. That's where my brain's going. But essentially, she was a character made from like some comic. In the world, the comic doesn't exist in real life. So there was this artist who creates this comic and character, and they're somehow alive, and then he figures out how to get into that world that he's created, which is Cool World, and then tries to have sex with with Jessica Cool, because she wants to become human, and to become human she has to bone a human being.
Oh.
And I honestly,
it's like
I remember
the Princess Frog, but like one step higher.
It's like which now?
It's like Princess and the Frog, but one step higher.
Yeah, it's a really good idea. But I was thinking, like, now that I've brought it up, I don't remember anything else that happens in the movie except for she somehow ends up on top of the Empire State Building, I think, and is threatening to kill herself or something like that, and that's all I remember about that movie. It's definitely not worth the watch, but all of the budget went to animating her when she was a 2D character. And like, much like the animation in like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, it's like insane how it works with the human stuff. She's like really, really well animated, but it's also just really strange because there are parts where she, as an animated character, is trying to bone the guy who created her or whatever. It's pretty, it's a weird movie. Anyway, that's hentai in real life. The movie Cool World. If you want to watch it,
I'm entirely down.
Yeah, just the kind of stuff that's said on the late night editions.
If I get to see Jessica Cool get boned by Brad Pitt, I'm down.
Wait, yeah, does she get boned?
Yeah, no, she does. She becomes human. And that's why she tries to commit suicide.
Who plays the human?
Huh?
Who plays the human? Or
I don't know. I remember her being way less attractive when she was a human. Like the actress was kind of ugly.
Let me get a Google search going here.
No, because if you Google it, you're gonna know that the character's not called Jessica Cool, and that's gonna ruin the movie.
I'm sure if I find Jessica Cool, if I just type in Jessica Cool.
No, type in Cool World. That's the only way you're gonna get it.
Holy shit!
She's smoking.
Yeah, she's a robo babe, as far as I remembered.
I prefer the fantasy of this idea in my head. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what I was thinking.
Found
it's way more fun to have these ideas than to,
I haven't even found.
That's why I just believe half the shit I see, because I don't want to find out if they're true or not. Because it's way more fun that way. Like the Jordan Peterson dying, overdosing on ket or whatever.
Yeah, no, it's like I saw one of these. I don't know if it was like the way like people on there's like the relationships subreddit on Reddit or whatever.
I couldn't
remember. It was like it's basically it's like people go on Reddit.
Yeah, it's what it says in the tin, I imagine. Yeah.
They ask for relationship advice basically.
Oh, okay.
And I saw this one, and this guy was talking about how he when he was growing up, he like shared a room with like his sibling or something.
Mm-hmm.
And so the only time he got to masturbate was when he went to the bathroom. So he'd gotten into a routine of shitting after he came, basically. He had tied like shitting and coming at the same time.
Very good.
So the question, like, what are you gonna do? Maybe shit and cum. That was this guy.
Yeah.
So basically, the story runs through, and he has a girlfriend, and they have sex for the first time in her parents' house or something, and he shits on her bedroom floor. And apparently, what he does is he just leaves. He just like packs the shit, doesn't clean up the shit. He tried to pretend like nothing happened. He didn't tell his girlfriend or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He just left. And like the whole thing was like, guys, how do I talk to her about it? Like, I'm not telling her it happened. I'm pretending it never happened.
So
and he was like, will she believe me if I tell her it was the dog? And like people were just like, dude, like dog shit and human shit looks different. She's not going to believe that.
So he's kind of redefined the term coom and zoom, really.
Yes.
In that scenario.
He coomed.
Shit and coom and zoom, really.
Yeah.
But
like the reason I brought it up was I saw a lot of people being like, ugh, this is obviously fake. And it's like,
yeah, but
I don't care if it's fake.
It's more fun to believe it's
the
not.
idea of it even possibly being real is hilarious.
Yeah. It's more fun to just believe stuff you see, you know.
It's like those fake
Um,
story time channels, like where you hear the story and like that's not real, but it's a funny story, so you're like, yeah, it's real.
Yeah, exactly. It's like why that show, the one with Jonathan Frakes, what's it called? Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction. That TV show's really, really fun because you just watch that whole. So I don't know if you guys have ever watched it. Have you?
Oh,
I don't think so.
Okay, well, it's really, really, really funny, and I ended up watching it with what you call it, one of my friends, beforehand, like, or like recently, sorry, and there's one episode that's absolutely fantastic, and it was allegedly based on a true story. I'm not going to tell you which one it is because we should probably end up watching it, because it's just really funny. But the premise of the TV show is that they come up with 5 stories. Usually, minimum 1 is true. Maximum maybe 4 are true, right?
Okay.
And they say Jonathan Frakes, we all love him. You know, we all know and love him from Star Trek's Next Generation. Says to you, these are all the stories that we're going to show you, and then he brings you through each of them. So he says, so this one's about, like, you know, say like suicide and a grave or whatever, and then you get this episode that's got like, and he does all these puns or whatever, and he shows you the episode and then goes on to the next one and the next one and the next one. Then at the end of the episode, he goes, all right, which one's, then he goes, all right, this first episode, is it real or is it not? And you pause it at this point, and then you start talking about whether or not they're real or not, or if you think they are with like your friends. It's like it is such a good show to watch with your friends, because, you know, if someone gets it, if you all get it wrong, you're like, oh, that's bullshit. Or if like only one person gets it wrong, you just get to call them a retard or whatever. And like sometimes the stuff that they do is insane. My favorite one is Herbert's Curse. That one's really, really funny, where it's like based on a true story. And allegedly based on a true story. I don't know about this one, but it's like you have to ask this guy for permission to use his tools, otherwise the workshop will like give you bad juju. So this guy doesn't ask to use his hammer, right? He just picks up the hammer and he just clatters his thumb and goes, ah, fuck! And he goes, hey, you didn't ask me to use the hammer. And he goes, what are you talking about? And he goes, you look at this, and there's a plaque on the wall. It's like Herbert's Curse, and it's like you have to ask Herbert or one of his descendants who owns the place to use his stuff. And he's like, you gotta ask. He's like, that's bullshit. And then he's going to go use the power saw, and your man just runs over and goes, dude, ask me to use this. And he's like, fine, can I use the power saw? And then he's like, yeah, sure. Don't be a dick about it. But like, he obviously didn't say that because it's like PG. It's a PG show. But then the best bit is like, it's like the final reveal. It's like he asks to use his the ladder because he just like, you know, he gets used to it or whatever. And he stands up on the ladder and tries to fix a fuse in the workshop. And then he falls down and he goes, Herbert, I thought you said it was gonna like help me or whatever. And then they go up and check the lamp, and he's like, this lamp is gonna short circuit, it would have killed you. And then he just kind of looks around and goes, I guess the curse is real. And then that's the end of it. And it's literally one of the best TV shows ever. It is so fucking fun. And it's
is
like,
that the show where there's like
Jonathan Frakes tells you you're wrong or whatever?
This compilation of this dude coming around the corner, and he's like, so there was a suitcase or some shit.
Yeah,
like
that's literally Jonathan Frakes giving you the prompt for the story. Then the story happens.
Yeah, because you've shown me that compilation.
Yeah, yeah, that show's so fucking funny. It's such a good show. We should definitely watch it after this lockdown 2.0 ends.
Yeah, I'd say so.
It's actually so funny, and like watching it by yourself is kind of lame.
Because I imagine the whole fun of it is
guessing which one's right and
like
wrong.
Trying to like guess which one's right and wrong.
It's really good. I fuck with it heavy. I think it's good.
See, that's what I do when anyone touches any of my tools. I've actually laid an ancient curse on everything that belongs to me.
Called Tom's Curse.
But it's not actually like...
Yeah, like...
when they...
How come old dudes, like, were just able to, like, say, oh, I'm placing this curse if you hurt my family? How do I do that?
You'd have to check in with the occult, I imagine, right?
That's what I was trying to say. Like, I've got it so if you pick up my hammer, it's you don't get injured, but then your firstborn child dies.
But they don't know that, do they?
No. But if they ask me, like, I don't tell them about it. If they ask me, can I use the hammer? I'm like, oh yeah, grand. But then if they don't ask me...
So how many children have you killed in the future already?
What do you mean in the future?
Well, because you said that their firstborn child is going to die.
What if it's already been born?
Well, I mean, that's true, but it's also... You're still killing future babies as well.
Oh man, I remember one time I was on this building site, left my toolbox open. I came back to a cub. This electrician, he'd been telling me like how much he loves his kids, how they'd just been on a family trip to Centre Parks. It was all great. His son is honestly the apple of his eye. Anyway, I came back to the cupboard where I'd left my tools and he was working, and I'm like, I got all passes me my screwdriver and goes, sorry, I got this out of your box. And I looked at him and I started like shaking, like, it's okay.
No.
Anyway,
You know what you've done.
next day he comes in crying. Oh, what's up? It's Rodney. I came home and he was
Rodney, sorry.
he was dead. I was like, you shouldn't have touched my fucking screwdriver.
So wait, is it the screwdriver or the hammer you have the curse on?
Oh, it's all of my tools.
Oh, it's all of your tools.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like Herbert.
Yeah. I love Herbert. He's awesome.
Man, the electrician.
I kind of wish we were from an earlier time, because then we would get away with being called stupid, retarded names like Herbert and like, Eugene.
Alright, Eugene's a class
Maybe
name.
like Jamie, Jack, and Tom will be stupid, retarded names in like 50 years' time, though.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, like
Because there's going to be people named like there's
Easy
people
Mark.
named like India and Dublin. Nowadays, people are just named places, which is so annoying.
That keep you up at night?
It doesn't keep me up at night. It's just I think about it and I go, wow, I feel bad for that person. Their parents are awful human beings.
have you ever seen the Good Morning Britain clip where I can't remember the celebrity who's on, but she's talking saying, yeah, I absolutely can't stand it when people name their children after locations. It's absolutely ridiculous. And then the presenter turns to her and goes, isn't your daughter called India?
Yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, but
I really want to go on national television and either be made a complete fool of or make a complete fool of someone else. Like, the classic ones, like name a yellow fruit and then they say orange, or like, you see Steve Harvey got absolutely done recently. He didn't deserve it.
Yeah, with Joe Mama.
With Joe Mama,
Wait,
yeah.
what
Yeah, it was
happened?
incredible. And no, the best part about that, because it was like unlikely people for me to be sleeping with or something like that.
Yeah.
And
No,
the
it's
dude-
people more likely to sleep with. Like, who you more likely to
and
sleep
it
with.
was the dude was like, Joe, and he went, Joe who? And he went, Joe Mama. And he like looked around shocked, but then the board went, your mother. Like 10 points or whatever.
I didn't see that bit. I just saw that.
No,
I
that
just
was
saw
the best
that
part,
first
was
bit.
that he was right. Like Joe Mama was the correct answer.
That's so fucking funny. I love. What's that show called? No, that's
I don't know what it's called,
Family
actually.
Feud, right?
Family Feud, yeah.
Yeah, those shows are awesome. Because like that like they're where you get the lowest common denominator, stupid people. But like it's so entertaining to watch.
How do you sign up for those shows?
Well, they're all American stuff. We don't have that here.
I've got Deal or No Deal.
One of my school
Is Deal or No Deal
teachers-
not English?
Well, yeah, I mean, sure. But
We
I mean,
have Winning
don't-
Streak, Jack, the one for old grannies that get absolutely binned on.
Do we have? There's an Irish version of that stuff. I just presumed we had. to
Have you
resort to
never
British.
seen Winning Streak?
I don't think so.
Winning Streak is awesome. I was told about this. I was told by my dad the other day that on Winning Streak, they actually start like feeding you wine to get you binned for when you go on it. So you're really excited to be like potentially winning like $1,000 or whatever.
That's fucking class. I
No, I know,
but
but it's
winning
like
grand.
you've never seen Winning Streak, and Winning Streak is like I haven't seen it like in ages, but I used to watch it when I was younger, because I loved they had like a little robot and it would like go through the like they had a big screen and the robot would go through like the countryside of Ireland, and I didn't realize that the reason why they would always get so excited whenever they saw that shit is because they were drunk. But I was a kid.
What's the game?
Oh, it's literally just like it's like they just ask you questions. It's like it's not like Deal or No Deal is like you pick like a box, right? But you don't get asked questions. And this one is like it's kind of like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, but in Ireland, and we don't have enough money, so who wants to make 30 grand?
Pretty big.
Yeah, I didn't know, and I like people actually won. Like, not very many people win the millionaire thing.
You ever hear about the guy who cheated?
Which one was he? He better not be the one who called his dad on the lifeline. He saved it for the last one and said, "I'm about to become a millionaire, Dad."
No.
Better not be that guy.
No, this guy went on and he had his friend in the audience, and his friend was giving him the answers to the questions by like coughing once for A, coughing twice for B, and like you'd be like, I don't know, and then you'd hear come from the audience. You'd go, I think the answer is C, Venezuela, and it's like,
surely his mate should have just done it.
Yeah, why didn't his mate just do it?
Well, his mate would have got a big cut, I'd imagine. Like, you're now a millionaire. And he's like,
oh yeah, because isn't the millionaire thing they select you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or do they actually?
I think they do.
Yeah, it was a bit sad, really, isn't it?
Like jury duty or some shit. But probably not like jury duty.
Jury duty, but you become a millionaire if you win.
Yeah. Oh, I think going on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, it's like, have you seen the celebrity versions?
Never.
I think my favorite one ever is Snoop Dogg. He literally like, they asked him a really, really simple question. I can't remember what it was. But obviously he was absolutely blazed out of his mind because that's like what Snoop Dogg did back in like, I don't think it was the 90s they had him on, but they definitely had him on like the 2000s.
Presume that's what he still does. I don't think he's changed.
No, I know, but like this is like, it's still his whole brand, but this is like when it was completely solidified or whatever. And he just didn't know the answer to the question, so he just like, he did 50-50 and asked the crowd on the same question. He obviously got it right, but like, it's just kind of funny that they do celebrity fucking Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and like they obviously do the question and they donate all the money to charity. Because I don't think Snoop Dogg needs $6,000, you know, on the first level of whatever Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is. I think he's all right, but you know,
I think he might even be a millionaire.
Yeah, he's doing those Just Eat ads, you know.
Yeah, dude. That's paying big money.
I don't really trust him though for a Just Eat ad because like, it's like how
why is that, Jamie?
Pardon?
Why?
Because I don't trust people who like are chefs who or like things like that who aren't fat. Like if it was a fat guy doing a Just Eat ad, I'd go, yeah, I believe that because he's fat and likes food. Like I don't trust skinny chefs. I don't trust them. Means they're not consuming their product.
I don't trust skinny chefs.
Yeah. I feel like that's fair.
No, I think you're just dumb.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
He simply does not trust skinny chefs.
I mean, there's reason for what I'm saying. It's not like I pulled it out of my ass. I mean, I did, but
well, I mean, it's just like not really. Just because someone doesn't overeat doesn't mean they don't know food. That's kind of stupid.
My mate,
but like Jamie Oliver is a skinny chef, and that's because he's fucking torturing his kids by giving them stupid names, making them eat lettuce for lunch.
Did I ever tell you about my friend who's a chef? No, he's a very small man, very skinny, and very picky eater, and all he eats is Nutella sandwiches and deep pan pizzas from Asda. But but professionally he's a chef, and since we were about 14, I've only known him as Schmall because he came in with a very short haircut once, and someone in the middle of a lesson screamed, "You look like the boy from The Boy in Striped Pajamas."
Wasn't there a lad in our school who we called Shmuel as well?
Yeah,
For the
Shmuel.
exact same reason.
That's just what happens, though. The book was
Yeah.
the book was big at the time, so everyone was just and the movie as well, so they just called everyone
Yeah, I think it
called
was
him
the movie.
Shmuel.
Anyway, continue.
But yeah, now Schmoll's a chef who refuses to taste any of his own food because he only likes Nutella sandwiches and deep pan pizza.
So what you're telling us is he's essentially the Ludwig van Beethoven of making food.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Like, what kind of chef is he?
Oh, he works in a restaurant in Newcastle now.
Yeah. No, because you know the way, like, if you're not a head chef, you're kind of just following instructions.
Yeah, I suppose.
That's true.
Like, you don't have to, you don't have to go anywhere near the food, you know?
Yeah, you reach into your glove compartment. There's just a bunch of Lego
Yeah.
fucking instruction booklets on how to make risotto and stuff like that. That'd be class. That would make becoming a chef so easy. If they just gave you autistic Legos instruction booklets on how to do them.
Lego.
Yeah. I mean, Jamie, you're really gonna have your mind blown when you find out what a recipe book is.
Well, no, I understand that, but they don't have like. I'm specifically asking for no words, just pictures, Lego style. That's what I'm asking for, Jack. I know what a recipe book is.
Okay,
I know what a cookbook
bag
is. I'm looking for picture book, Lego style, where it's got 1, 2, 3, and then it's got like in the top right it says open this, like it says like, you know, like the Lego
open bag 2 or whatever.
Yeah, it's like it wouldn't say open bag 2. It would just have bag 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the shit I'm looking
for. It's a bag
for.
full of shredded like raw chicken.
Yeah, and then they say get bag 2 and bag 3. So then you got the pasta and the chicken, and then they say bag 5's got the carbonara sauce.
There's a bit of oregano
and then
in bag 6.
Yeah, I mean, like that. I mean, I think anyone could become a chef at that point. You know what I mean?
I think that's what Schmoll's doing with his time.
Could be.
Then he gets home and opens bag 1, white bread with no crust. Bag 2, Nutella.
I'm sure you could like start a business where you do that, where it's like it's like a cookbook where you don't need to like speak any language. You know, it's like completely accessible.
Well, why don't we get cracking?
You know, you can market as that. You know,
He's the boy in the striped what's
Chef
called
suit.
apron now. Though, isn't he?
The boy in the striped chef's hat.
Yeah. Yeah, he's awesome. I like that story. It's like that Mitchell and Webb look bit as well, though. Remember that one, Jack? The cheeseoid one,
no.
where he gets punched in the nose and then he can't smell anymore, so he's not a good chef, and then he makes a robot that can only smell cheese and petrol. And
No, I
then
don't remember that at all.
the robot's unable to tell cheese or petrol, which defeats the purpose of the robot. And then he goes out to try find cheeseoid after it can't like do its one purpose, and it's trying to kill itself, and it's just covered in cheese, and it tries to light the cheese on fire, and it just what cheeseoid can't kill self, and he's a cheeseoid, you're covered in cheese not oil. It's a pretty good bit.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that Mitchell and Webb look, much like many sketch shows, is very hit or miss, but I guess that's like the whole bit behind sketch shows, isn't it?
A guy in my hometown famously tried to kill himself, and he doused himself in diesel and struck a match and threw it at himself, and then cried when he realized diesel isn't flammable. What have I done wrong?
Oh no. He must have fucking smelled. How long would it take you to get diesel out of your fucking hair, like smell wise?
That's a good question.
Guess you could go ask him for us, Tom.
Aye.
If he hasn't like had a successful attempt the second
Oh
time.
no! Like it was in the local newspaper. It changed his life. He saved his life and decided he wanted to continue. And it was a sign that that wasn't the way forward. Which clearly it wasn't the way forward, because obviously it's diesel. But that's beyond the point. Can you imagine though? You're renowned in your town for being in the paper for pouring diesel on yourself and trying to ignite.
How did people find out about that? What, like, did his parents go to the like local news and tell that story? Like,
Oh well, he kind of just shared the story, and then it went round, and then the local news approached him and were like, "Do you want to share your story?" Because he came like a bit of an advocate, you know.
yeah.
But
When he's born again,
he's
guys.
born again. He only
yeah.
drives petrol cars now.
So that when he needs to, he can kill himself.
When he needs to siphon the tank.
Yeah.
I remember when I was in first school, this person, I was like in a fight with this person. He's like, "My dad's a police officer. He could shoot you." And I was like, "Well, my dad's an electrician. He could electrocute you." And then the guy's like, "Guns are stronger than electricity, actually." And I was like, "Well, yeah, but yeah."
If guns are stronger than electricity, why don't clouds shoot guns then?
Could you imagine a lightning strikes?
Just shoot bullets down instead of electricity.
Lightning strikes. It's just a bullet storm. You instead of thunder, you just hear.
There's just some guy sitting up there with the fucking Halo 3 sniper, waiting for the thunderstorms.
Oh no, Johnny's died. He's been struck by a 50 cal.
They hire Bradley Cooper to become thunderstorm sniper and not American sniper.
He's an angel. He's seraphim sat on a cloud, sniper rifle in hand.
Oh, you're telling me he is an angel, bro? Have you seen those biceps?
Oh.
You get lost in them. He's absolutely huge.
You ever seen the one that he's in and Lady Gaga's in it? I don't remember. Oh, A Star Is Born.
A Star Is Born? No, can't say I have.
I remember not my kind of film, but me and Mia were having a conversation with her mum's boyfriend about the film, and he goes, "Aye, I've seen it. I've seen Lady Gaga's Snatch."
Dude, I love Lady Gaga. She's awesome.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
Wait, so do you actually see?
Oh, you see full frontal nudity. There's boobies and
Really?
Snatch.
All right, might watch this movie later.
A Star Is Born. Do you want me to spell it?
Star Is Born. I don't think I need you to spell it for me, but you can if you want.
No.
I've got clinical retardation. Actually, can you spell it for me?
A-S-T-A-R.
Is that not? That's you sounding it out, not spelling it.
Well, you said you were.
No, I'm really stupid, but I'm like,
You know your
when I grow up, I want to
ABCs.
be an actor. I want to be one of those nerd actors, like the guy from Die Hard 4. You know, the way they have like the...
What, Bruce Willis?
Well, no, not Bruce Willis. His autistic friend, who was like the hacker guy, and he goes into his house. That's my goal. I want to be an actor to perform that type of role. You know, the tech guy. You know, in the fucking
I want to play Coolio
action
in
films.
What, so you
Gangster's
say
Paradise.
I'm in.
Yeah, so you could say I'm hacking the mainframe, and then they say in English, and then you say I'm in, or
Fucking I'm in the
shit like that.
process. Or whatever, yeah.
There was. I was watching a movie the other day. I can't remember what it was, but there was strictly a hack. Oh, fuck's sake! It was the second Jurassic World movie, and they brought this character in, and they're like, "How are we gonna get through these security doors? If only there was a way to disable them." And he's like, "I'm already at it," and you hear the
The clicketies. I've got a really important question. So everybody knows Ice Age, right? The movie, not the actual. Well, everybody knows the actual thing happened because the movie
Yeah,
exists,
okay.
right?
Both statements are true.
So it made a lot of money. They made like 4 movies, right?
Yeah.
Do you guys know what the name of the sloth is?
Sid.
Do you know what the name of the mammoth is?
Manny?
Yes. Can you name the saber-toothed tiger?
Rico.
Is that actually his name? Is his name actually Rico? Oh, I don't want to Google it. I don't want to. Are you 100% sure that it's that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's Rico.
Oh, fuck, dude. I was gonna say I've literally asked this question like nearly 20 people, and no one has known what the name of the Ice Age fucking saber-toothed tiger is.
Yeah, it's Rico.
Is it actually Rico?
Oh, yeah,
is
it's
it?
Rico.
Or are you bullshitting me? I mean, you could gaslight me and tell me any name, and I would believe you because I just don't remember what he's
It's
called.
Rico.
God, that sucks. I was really hoping his name would have something to do with being a saber-toothed tiger.
Well, like Fangy.
Well, yeah. Well, they wouldn't call him Faggy now.
No.
I think that wouldn't have gotten past the high ups. And who fucking made that movie? Was it DreamWorks? Was it?
He is Bitey the tiger.
Yeah. Tusky. Wait, no, they couldn't call him Tusky because that's Manny. Man, that movie sucked. It was only redeemed by the fact that Ray Romano is the fucking mammoth. And literally Ray Romano could do anything and it would be funny.
Squirrel trying to get the nut, and then forgot about the rest of the movie.
Alright, Jamie, I'm gonna come clear. The tiger isn't called Rico. His real name's actually Diego.
No. Oh, you weren't supposed to tell me. It means you didn't know.
No, it's Diego.
Yeah, I know, and you're just after ruining it for me because now I actually know his name.
It's called Diego. Why are you upset that the tiger's called Diego?
Because no, the whole point is that. So I was actually right.
because he
So
liked it
actually,
when you
nobody
liked him.
remembers the character's name.
You were sat complaining about how upset you were that he was called Rico, so I thought I'd tell you the real
No,
name.
I was upset. No, but also Diego has nothing to do with fucking. Diego has nothing to do with a saber-toothed tiger either, though.
I'm sorry for being a good friend and trying to help you.
No, but my whole point was that nobody actually knows the name of the saber-toothed tiger.
Alright, Jamie, what about this one? Name the first Ice Age movie.
Just called Ice Age.
Alright, name the second one.
The third one is that one the Meltdown, or is the third one the Meltdown?
The second one is the Meltdown. Name the third one.
Is it it's the Jurassic one? So it's Dawn of the Dinosaurs.
Incorrect. That's the fourth one.
What's the third one then?
Continental Drift. Name the fifth one.
Oh, there's a fifth one. I only thought there was four.
Oh, the fifth one's the best one. Believe me.
What's it called?
Ice Age
Sid has
Collision
sex
Course.
with.
It's Ice Age in space,
It's actually called
baby.
Collision Course.
Oh, it's the fifth and final movie where they get nuked by space, is it?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Do they all die at the end?
You know what? I've never seen the end, but I'm gonna say yes. They all go extinct.
Wait, is the fourth one actually called Dawn of the Dinosaurs?
Yeah, it's
is
Dawn
it?
of the Dinosaurs. That's right.
Okay, so I got 3 out of 5. I'm pretty proud of that one.
All right. What is Manny's girlfriend called though?
Oh, gee, man, I don't remember. I just know it's a fucking girl mammoth. And she had 2 possum like brothers that were retarded. Is her name better be like Manette or something like that? But I know it's not.
No, I'm not gonna. You know, Diego gets a wife.
Yeah, no, I didn't know.
Do you
that.
want to
I'm
know
gonna be
who
honest with
plays
you.
the wife?
Is it Cameron
It's
Diaz?
Jennifer Lopez.
Oh, okay.
And
I really expect you to say yeah to Cameron Diaz, to be honest.
I thought it was a good guess, if I'm honest.
It's all of her era.
my favorite thing about about Collision Course is they're bringing a new character, a new weasel, who is an astronomer, and his name is Neil DeBuck Weasel. And would you care to
I wonder
guess
whose voice is him, actually.
Would you care to guess who he's voiced by?
I don't want to guess because I know who he's voiced by.
Very creative though, Neil DeBuck Weasel.
That's, man, like... Yeah, that's awesome. I love Neil deGrasse Tyson, how he interrupts people all
Yeah,
the
he's
time.
really cool when he says you're wrong and then says something like really obtuse. About something
Yeah.
that isn't that complicated.
That's why we love Jonathan Frakes, because he tells you you're wrong, but you're like, I almost got it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's why we love him. You know, he's so kind about how he tells you you're retarded, you know? That's what we love about Jonathan Frakes.
He's nice when he says you're retarded, yeah.
Yeah.
You're wrong.
When I thought Herbert's curse was false, and he was like, nope. It's actually true.
Huh?
A writer did not fabricate this one. I'm like, what the fuck? Come on!
Wait.
Jonathan!
Like, how? How is that real?
It can't be real. I refuse to believe it. But I do. I'm so glad that it is true. Or at least Jonathan Frakes told me. Because I'll believe him. Because he'd never lie to me.
Sorry, break the news, Chief. Now that you've said that's true, I'm a bit worried about that story I told about the electrician. He's going home tonight and he's going to find Rodney fucking dead in his bed.
You'll have to add that to the kill list on your wall, you know. You know how like when you're younger and your parents like do the thing where they like measure you as you grow older. You've got a wall that you've specifically dedicated to the amount of children firstborn children you've killed because of how many people have used your tools.
Wait, what's the one all the way to the left that isn't with the children then? That's Scott the Was.
Wait. You're not the firstborn in your family, right, Tom?
Correct.
So yeah, okay, that means you're safe. So if you're
if
like,
my dad picks up one of my tools,
yeah, picked up your fucking thing, you would have died.
It's my sister who dies.
See, that would have made it a really interesting story if you were the firstborn, because then it's like that's your one kryptonite. You know what I mean? That's the one way you can be killed.
Do you have any if you ever want to get rid of one of your older sibling, Jamie?
Well, I can't really get rid of one, specifically one. I have to kind of commit to one of them, don't
If you want to get rid of your older sibling, I can bring...
Well, I would somehow have to get my dad to use your tools, and he's not a very DIY kind of guy.
Yeah, I'm saying, I can just bring, a hammer out, and
not?
I can just put it on top of his stuff, so he picks it up, and then suddenly your older brother drops dead.
But you have to use them.
Oh my god! I could actually get rid of Jack. Jack's dad would happily use my tools.
Yeah, my dad loves a good tool.
Oh, he would use the tools.
I could literally put it.
I know he definitely asked.
Oh, he would. I put the hammer down, and your dad would just go. Is there any chance I can just have a swing of this hammer? It's quite a nice looking hammer.
Yeah, you're right. That's exactly what he said.
And he just walks into the conservatory and starts bashing a wall. Yeah, this is nice. This is real nice.
Well, see, I think he would probably actually ask to use it and then actually beat the shit out of Jack and kill him.
He wouldn't do
after realizing that he had made his mistake by asking you to use it, he was like, "Fuck, I gotta set things right."
Wait, why did Tom bring a hammer all the way from England? Oh shit! It's Herbert's curse.
It's VEVO's curse.
I think I could get that through airport security.
Your hammer.
If you put it in your suitcase, right? You can.
Yeah, you put it in your suitcase. Right.
Can you imagine getting pulled aside and be like, "Why do you have a hammer in your suitcase?"
It's I've never seen the film, but I was told that Alex Rider.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently in the movie he uses a DS playing Mario Kart to set off a bomb.
What?
They made a movie though? I thought it was just a book.
No, they made movies. Stephen Fry's in it for a very brief amount of time.
Very good.
So no one can confirm nor deny that he plays Mario Kart to set off a bomb then.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I mean, I'm gonna believe it.
Yeah, I believe it too because it's funny. But then it makes me think about what if airport security people saw that movie and they're like, "Oh shit!"
They thought, that random kid is
Yeah.
Mario Kart. He must be trying to blow up the airport.
He's breaking the world record on Banshee Boardwalk. We're gonna have to shoot. We're gonna have to take him down.
As soon as the airport security hear the boom, 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 bring, they come running out with handcuffs. Stop him! He's got a fucking DS!
He's breaking the world record!
He's drifting!
He'd break his
Stop him
legs.
from drifting!
He's got a goddamn bullet bill.
Wait. Get away from the wall! Get away from the wall! Boom. He's aiming. The only thing he's trying to get is the bob-omb. Just one more box, I'm sure I'll get it.
Yeah, that's how the little that's how the DS cartridge sends the message to the bomb you've planted in the plane. You have to throw a bomb.
Boom. No!
Yo.
What if he saves 9/11? What if he was on the 9/11 flight?
But he just couldn't get the bob-omb
thing. Yeah, he blew it up before it collided with the Twin Towers, and he saved the day but sacrificed himself, and then people branded him as a terrorist instead of
a hero. A true
hero,
American
'cause
hero.
They didn't know, you know? They didn't know that he was actually saving the world, not ending it. I'm sure Bin Laden would have tried the next week, though. We can only sacrifice so many kids playing Mario Kart on a plane.
I'm sure I could get enough.
Huh?
I'm sure I could get plenty of them, like. If we just have, like, people breeding constantly.
You just tell them that you get to play Mario Kart and save the world.
Like, oh shit, yeah, all you need to do is play Mario Kart on this plane and get a bob on.
It's like, you know, the RAF ads that you see. Do you want to save the world? Do you want to fight for your country? All you have to do is play Mario Kart Wii on a weekly flight.
Mario
between.
Mario Kart Wii on a flight.
Oh, sorry, shit, Mario Kart. Yeah, sorry, fuck.
You have to get like you have to get one of those portable modded Wiis with a little screen on it. We have a legion of people making these modded Nintendo Wiis.
Oh shit! It would have to be Game Boy Mario, because that was like. Was there a Mario Kart on the Game Boy?
Surely.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to play that one because it was 2000. No, wait, how old is the Game Boy? Game Boy Advance is
let me look up Mario Kart Game Boy and I'll tell you if you could have saved 9/11.
Yeah, with a Game Boy, or would we
July
have to
21st, 2001. Yeah.
2001.
Yeah, July 21st.
Well, check the date. Check the date. We did cross reference here.
July 21st, man. July. We'll do it.
Oh, we can save the world with Mario Kart. Yes.
Okay, we're going back in time.
Or
boys.
Game Boy. Sorry. Yeah.
Coming back to the going back in time question from last week. If I could go back in time, I'd get on the flight with Bin Laden with Mario Kart Super Circuit on my Game Boy Advance.
So you're gonna go back in time and steal my idea?
I'd just take me DS.
Sorry, Jamie. Do you want to do it?
Well, I don't remember. I'm pretty sure. Like, what did I say? I would go back in time and do. I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Whatever I said in the last one, I changed it to that one. We'll call it a day.
I'd go back in time and take that goddamn pill.
Well, weren't there two planes, Jamie? We both need to be there.
Pardon?
There were two planes.
Oh shit!
Oh man,
fuck! So you're telling me we have to buy twice as many Game Boys and
machines,
convince twice as many children to get killed? This is going to be impossible. Might as well just let them do it.
There's only a limited supply of tribal pattern Nintendo Game Boy Advance.
Oh, we're gonna have to start giving up the nice limited edition Groudon Game Boys after a while. It's not gonna be good for the economy.
Get the Kyogre ones out of there.
Oh, maybe we'll have to get special branded Rayquaza ones like you were trying to get when you were a kid, Tom.
Maybe we'll get some screen printed Game Boys with.
We give them to the blind kids who have been signed up by their parents to save the world. We give the blind kids the fucking Game Boys that have just they're fucking broke. They're just cardboard with a little sticker and a little music box that plays the Mario Kart music. That would work.